Hi guys, welcome to the new video. Today we talk about OnePlus 10T. So let's get started. There was never an OnePlus 10, but a couple of months after it would have made its appearance, we now have the OnePlus 10T. The T series is usually a refresh that build upon the standard setup. OnePlus has changed everything around this year. As opposed to releasing a vanilla OnePlus 10, they came out with just the OnePlus 10 Pro, and now in the T series we get the OnePlus 10T but no Pro model. Let's start with the design. The back is made of Gorilla Glass 5 and you have a choice of either a texture black completion or a glossy ceramic-like one, which we have here. The square camera bump wraps around the edge and looks same like the one on the OnePlus 10 Pro. A major difference here on the 10T though is that the frame is made of plastic, not aluminum. One staple OnePlus features, the alert slider, is now gone too. Another way in which the two models differences is the display. The OnePlus 10T has a 6.7-inch AMOLED with a 1080p resolution, Gorilla Glass 5 protection and a 120Hz refresh rate. This is in contrast to the more advanced panel. On the 10 Pro it's a similar size, but curved with a QHD resolution, victims protection and a more adaptive refresh rate, thanks to LTPO2 technology. While you do get a comparative smooth experience here while swiping, the refresh rate will just dial down as low as 60 Hz to save energy. While idling, the 10T's AMOLED panel is obviously very contrasty, and keeping in mind that it's not quite as sharp as the Pros, it's sharp enough you get 10-bit color and HDR10 Plus support, and the colors are vibrant out of the box. You can adjust them to be accurate through settings. Brightness is good here too. We estimated a limit of 520 nits with a manual slider, and this lifts up to 820 nits in auto mode when in bright sun. For sound, the OnePlus 10T has a couple of sound system speakers with the earpiece acting as the second one. They earned a score of excellent in our loudness test, and the sound quality is balanced with bass that is a bit more noticeable than the 10 Pro, and you can get the OnePlus 10T with 128 or 256 GB of storage. That is not expandable. The fingerprint reader is on under the display. It's quick and reliable. The interface of the phone is OnePlus Oxygen OS 12.1 on top of Android 12. The interface feels fast and fluid. In terms of software support, the OnePlus 10T should get major OS updates up to Android 15 and 4 years of security updates. One way in which the OnePlus 10T is an upgrade from the past model is the chipset. You get the new Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, which means that performance in benchmarks is a bit higher. There's also a high performance mode, which will give a boost to the CPU scores, and with this on the 10T sits close to the top of the chart. Sustained performance is great here also, because of an advanced passing cooling system that's much bigger than the 10 Pros. There was some continuous thermal throttling during the stress test, but much less than whatever you'd see on different phones running flagship silicon. Another way in which the OnePlus 10T beats the 10 Pro is with the charging speed. The ability here is a huge 150 watts charger which comes in the box. We were able to charge the OnePlus 10T from 0 to totally full in only 19 minutes. The Pro model wasn't slow, but a full charge there required 32 minutes. A downside here, but you don't get wireless charging here. Battery duration is a piece different too, as the 10T has a more modest 4,800 mAh battery limit. Its score endurance rating of 96 hours in our inclusive tests. The cameras are one feature in which flagship typically excel over mid-rangers. And here you can feel that this is not an pro-level device. The OnePlus 10T has a typical mid-range arrangement with a 50-megapixel main camera, a 8-megapixel ultra-wide and a 2-megapixel micro camera. The main camera is very competent. There's a lot of detail and the rendition is sharp and gritty. There is a fair bit of noise, but the overall result is likable. Colors are vibrant and dynamic range is sensibly wide. Portraits look great with superb subject detection and confident HDR. The 8-megapixel photos from the ultra-wide bring an average level of detail comparable to what you get on other mid-rangers. Like the main camera, there is some graininess here and the exposure metering is based toward preserving the highlights, which could leave a few dark shadows. 2-megapixel photos from the micro camera are just about what you'd expect. The viewpoint is decent, but the quality is not perfect. Selfies from the 16-megapixel front camera have brilliant dynamic range and saturated colors. The detail level could be better, but overall still strong. The OnePlus 10T can record video up to 4K at 60 FPS. With this main camera, the video quality is perfect with a great level of detail and natural rendition. There's a lot of contrast and colors are vibrant but likable. The ultra-wide can record video up to 1080p resolution. There's a decent level of detail and even more contrast and punchier colors than the main camera. Electronic stabilization is always on. We will see better smoothness when it comes to walking, but the 10T still does a nice job when it comes to pans. So that is the OnePlus 10T. It's an upper mid-ranger that actually holds up pretty well compared with the 10 Pro. It's not the most well-rounded package. You can find competitors with better cameras, wireless charging and ingress protection. But what you do get here is super fast wire charging, and the most latest flagship chipset with an effective cooling system, and if those are features you're searching for, the OnePlus 10T worth recommendation. Thanks for watching guys, stay safe, and see you on the next one.